living alone, having your own responsibilities, holding everything to yourself. My other uncle owns a mattress store business. My other uncle owns a car lot and imports and exports cars from America.
Exports supercars.
I have a lot of family members that own a lot of businesses. My grandparents own a furniture store business until they retired. I have another friend who owns a couple Mercedes, some Subarus.
Couple Mercedes and Subarus.
Subaru Impreza hatchback STI. If you know what I'm saying, then you know that car is pretty rare, uncommon car.
And it's expensive.
He used to have a Subaru. We were driving on the highway to go to, I believe, a car meet.
Hello, everyone. In today's podcast, we have Ali Ziad, who's a multi-billion. I'm just kidding. Who's a person who traveled all around the world, who lived in like 4 countries, and who has a great story to tell about. And today, it's actually open topic, and we're not going to be touching university admission or anything. Basically, we'll talk first. We'll start with a university stuff, the whole experience, and how do you find the university itself, and then we'll be moving on to your background, the life stories. Okay. First off, can you introduce yourself a bit for our audience? Sorry.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ali Ziad Musa. A lot of people actually call me Ali Ziad because I have a lot of cousins and friends named Ali. Ali Ziad is my middle name, name of my father. I was born in America and hold dual citizenship. No flex.
Girls just no American citizenship, Canadian citizenship. So
actually, when I was coming back from a certain country that's going to remain unnamed for now, I posted on my story both my passports in the airport, and I got quite a handful of likes. Anyways, I am Arabian from the country of Lebanon. Proud Arabian, and I was raised in Canada for some time, and I actually did my high school in United Arab Emirates, more specifically in Dubai.
Yes, sir. Dubai.
That's
where rich people hang out.
Yeah.
Just like Andrew Tate.
Yes.
So, in that case, let's start with university life and everything, the whole experience. How do you find the university? Is it tough?
It is definitely tough. It's University of Toronto.
It's kind of weird. Whenever I ask people, is it hard? They say, it's kind of tough because it's University of Toronto. They always mention the name because it's known as the hardest university, in Canada. So it's probably it's really tough. And in which program are you in, currently?
I'm taking a management co-op BBA.
Oh, so you're already in the program, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I think we're taking the same courses. Yeah. So how's life in general, as a university student?
Well, I actually did a year of university in Dubai, kind of a grade 13, because we'll get more into that later.
Yeah.
So I didn't live in the dorms. I just lived with my parents, and I would see my friends living in the dorms. I would visit their dorms, and I would see their lifestyle, and that's kind of where I'm living now.
Where?
It's definitely different. You're taking that whole step from being a teenager to a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
Living alone, having your own responsibilities, holding everything to yourself. Socializing with people. It's not like you have restrictions. It's just you're your own person. You go.
You have your own life, and you just manage it.
It's just you.
Yeah. All problems, all issues have to be solved by you, and no one is here to help you, right?
No one's here to help you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're listening and you hear that, no one's here to help you.
Yeah.
It means more than what it is. No one's here to save you.
Some people don't understand the true meaning of this word because they kind of don't experience this. They don't have that lifestyle, so they don't know about it. But as a person who's like who has no one, literally no one, no relatives, like no one backing, like it's kind of tough. And whenever you think like like what if emergency or something happens, like who's gonna help you? And it's kind of great to have you guys like as a friends. And whenever I ask for help, like Shav and you, like Dayan, everyone is helping. It's really great actually. Like with the help of the friends, you can get like somewhere else.
Yeah.
Even without parents. And yeah, you have to be independent sometimes. Yeah. Let's talk about more about your lifestyle. Like, you were born in America.
Yes.
And how many years did you live there?
I believe it was like a few years.
Mm-hmm.
I was just there because my father was doing university there,
Mm-hmm.
and he was planning to have me in that country, so I would get that citizenship.
Mm-hmm. So he did his undergrad in America.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. So you lived a couple of years in America, and then you moved to Canada?
Moved to Canada. I did kindergarten there.
Mm-hmm.
Then, I think he did his PhD in America. I'm not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, because after I did kindergarten, I went to Medina.
That's interesting. Medina. So it's kind of like, oh yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, Medina means the word city in Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
So city as in holy city of Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I lived. That's where my father got a job as a doctor.
As a doctor, he worked as a doctor.
As a professor. Doctorate, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you lived in America first, and then you moved to Canada, and then after that you moved to Medina.
Moved to Medina. Did, I believe, grade 1 and 2, and a little bit of 3 there. And then I moved to London, Ontario. Shout out to my Western boys if you're going there. London, Ontario, with my mother and sister. My father was still working across seas in Medina.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived there, London, Ontario, from the 3rd grade until high school. And I did high school in Dubai.
Ooh.
That's when my father got the
Until
job.
high school? Yeah. This is kind of interesting. And how was the whole experience in Canada like? Did you like it?
Well, yeah, growing up in Canada is, I mean, a lot of foreigners' dreams, going to Canada and then having their children being raised there. It's a thing that people look forward to because there's no conflicts, no war, nothing to worry about. It's first world, first world country.
What would you pick, like America or Canada? Which one?
Man, I was young when I was living in America, but now that I'm older, I know more about the world. Probably Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
How about the job opportunities here? It's kind of hard to get a job here.
It is hard to get a
so?
job here. That's why my father never ended up working here. I would ask him when I was younger, why didn't you work at this university? Why didn't you work here? He's like, do you know how hard it is to get a job here? It's difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult. Like the way of life is better for sure in Canada, but in terms of work and money, like if you have the money, like if you're a billionaire, like you can live in Canada, it's fine. Like you can have your own house, your family, everyone. But if you don't have the money, that's the issue. You can open up a business, it's fine, but like, I don't know, bro. Like as a person who actually wanted to work in the winter, during the winter break, I couldn't find a job actually. Like I was searching for it desperately just to find out, like just to get the answer to my question, and I couldn't find, so it's kind of tough. And about your life in Dubai. Yeah. Tell me about it.
Getting straight to it. Before we get into that, you were saying how like it's hard to get a job here. That's what my father says. He was like, I just go where the money goes. That's why he worked in Saudi, and then now he's in Dubai. And he's only ever had to work these 2 jobs. He didn't work any other like major jobs, because he's the best. No one better than him. He's gonna retire in Dubai. So he doesn't jump from job to job because he doesn't get let off.
So right now he's working in Dubai.
In fact, like when I used to go to uni in Dubai, everyone would say, "Oh, Dr. Ziad's course is the best. Go learn from his lectures. Go watch his recordings."
Yo, really?
That's what they will all say. I swear.
Oh my god, that's
Anyways, Dubai. All right. So it was the first semester of the 9th grade. I was doing my first semester of high school in London, Ontario. Okay, and then I get hit with the news. My dad's like, "We're going to Dubai," and I'm like, "What?"
How was it?
And I'm like, "What? We're going to Dubai?" Right? And I was so young. I didn't even know anything about like the world. And I was just thinking like, I don't want to leave my friends.
Why?
I was like, I don't want to leave my friends. Why do we have to go?
Yeah,
Whatever. I sucked it up. We went. I missed my OSAP, or not OSAP, EQAO exams. I was supposed to do them like in January or something, but I like left before them. It's so funny. I remember I told my math teacher, like we were talking about it. I'm like, I think I'm leaving. And then she's like, "You're coming back, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I didn't come back. And
Okay.
it was pretty funny. Anyways, so when I first got there, my dad was freaking out. He had to figure out what furniture to buy, what car to buy, what school put my sister and I in. See, in Dubai, like, if you're coming from outside, you're most likely going to send your child to a private school. So that's where I went. I went to.
Oh, you went to private school.
I went to private school in Dubai, right? Also, I'm gonna get this out of the way now. I actually didn't live in Dubai. I lived in like a neighboring city. But the reason I say Dubai is because no one knows anything besides Dubai. It's called Al Ain. If you know.
Oh,
you know.
Al Ain. I think I know that one.
Very calm city, but it's so close to like Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Sharjah. Like less than 1 hour drive. So it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, anyways. And there's no 401 here, so the traffic's good.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as 401.
Really?
There's 8-lane highway with 160 km top speed.
Yeah, I've been in Dubai. I love the place. I
Yeah.
love the roads. Everything is perfect there.
Anyways, I chose the American curriculum to do high school there. And high school for me was, I'm not going to lie, I don't know why, I was so introverted. I wasn't an extrovert.
Bro, you lived in Medina. You lived in Canada. You lived in America. Like, why?
I don't know.
You didn't talk to people?
I didn't really talk to people. I was so introverted. Like, I wouldn't go out too much. I wouldn't, talk to too many people. I'd keep with the same friends. But the friends I made, the best friends. No one can top them, So I met two main friends in my school. They both are very close to me. And this was my idea of having fun and going out. We would walk to each other's houses to get to each other because we wouldn't even really need to text each other. We would just walk to the house. Because the reason we wouldn't call each other, like maybe we would text, but it's rare. But the reason we wouldn't call each other is because the phones work different in Dubai. So there's something called Rasid, okay? So basically, people don't have phone plans over there. They have pay-as-you-go. So you load money onto your account. Every call you make is like, I don't know, like 5 cents a minute or something like that.
What?
So we wouldn't like call each other. And even though my friends, like they can be rich as hell, bro. Like they can be so rich, buy whatever they want. Like I'll ask him to use his phone to call someone. He's like, I don't have Rasid. I can't call. It's just like a thing. We just forget to load our phones. It's pretty funny. But our idea of having fun was walking the same routes around the neighborhood over and over for hours every single day, just talking.
Can you talk about more of like about your friends? Like how rich were they? Like what was fun?
Okay,
that is not like common here.
That comes later. That comes later.
Oh, okay.
You gotta let it. You gotta let the
the flow.
You gotta let the flow go.
Sure.
It's getting there. Anyways, so I met my two like main friends from Dubai, right? We go out walking every day. It's just talking every single day. That's how it would be. Like a lot of people here, I noticed this like after living here for a while by myself. Like a lot of people's idea of having fun and going out. Maybe they have a car. Maybe they're going to like club or something. Maybe they're, I don't know, doing whatever. Like I was like, you can say simple, Another reason because of that too is because my father, he never spoiled me. So I currently have the iPhone 14 Pro. This iPhone is worth more than every single iPhone or phone I've ever owned in my past, combined. Right? The phones I were given were either hand-me-downs or really cheap phones. You know, my father never balled out on me. Like, for going out, he would give me maybe 100 dirhams to spend in like 2 weeks. So the equivalent of that to Canadian dollar is maybe around like $30.
For a whole week.
Maybe 2 weeks. Like, and if I spent it all at once, he'd be mad.
Whoa. Oh my God.
He would check how much I have.
Okay.
And he never really bought me anything unless I like food is like different. He'd buy me food whenever I want. Well, obviously I wouldn't use it too much, but like electronics or like maybe like more expensive items, he wouldn't buy it for me. Even though he's like, you know, a rich guy, he wouldn't buy it for me. And I'm glad he taught me this value. Like a lot of people here, they asked me to go out. Like a couple of days ago, I got asked to play pool with friends. And I'm like, okay, how much will it cost? He's like, $20. I'm like, $20 for what? He's like, for the Uber and for the fee. I'm like, I'm not paying $20 to go play pool. That's such a waste, you know? And that's just how I was raised. I like to save money. In fact, I've been told this like actually recently, like, oh, you're so cheap. I'm like, yeah, that's how my father was. Anyways, so that was my lifestyle, like growing up, going through high school. You asked a question earlier, I can't remember it. Talk about my friends, my rich friends.
Yeah, like how rich they were.
I'll get there. So I finished up high school. I got pretty good grades. I got like, I think 3.9 GPA.
Okay.
The only classes I didn't do good in was Arabic. Arabic is hard.
Do you speak Arabic?
I speak enough. I'm not that good. I'm not good as
كيف حالك?
Alhamdulillah.
Great.
Anyways, so when I was finishing high school, my father, he came up to me. He was like, okay, Ali, you have two choices. You can either come to my university that I teach at for 1 year to learn how university works, or you can go to UofT. I planned on UofT from years ago. That's what my parents planned for me. You're going to the best.
You planned at
You
UofT?
planned it. They're like, you're going to the best no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, and this pertains to the story of my father, which we'll get into later. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do a year here. Because the tuition is free since I'm his child. So I finished high school, and then we start university. I chose to major in mathematics. I don't know why.
You choose mathematics?
Mathematics. So
Bro.
first semester I was taking physics 1, calc 1, chem 1, English, and an elective.
Was that hard?
It was hard.
Oh my God. Okay.
It was pretty hard taking all that course load. But I got like, pretty all right grades. But at the end of the semester, I wasn't happy. I wasn't like
satisfied.
I wasn't satisfied. I'm like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. You know? So I switched to business major. I took Calc 1 for business. I took financial accounting. I took my microeconomics and a couple other courses. And I fell in love. I really actually enjoyed the subject. Okay? And another reason why I chose business is because I come from like a business background. So my uncle, he owns a massage parlor business, massage store business, sells massage guns, massage chairs. My other uncle owns a mattress store business. My other uncle owns a car lot and imports and exports cars from America, fixes them up, sells them. And as of recent, he's been working for/with this London, Ontario-based car dealership. It's called CarMex. They sell supercars.
Ooh. So your uncle exports supercars to Canada and America.
Yeah.
Oh, from America to Canada?
Both ways. Depends.
Oh, okay.
Depends where the money is, So I have family members in London, Ontario that own like a lot of land in the city. I have a lot of family members that own a lot of businesses. My grandparents own a furniture store business until they retired, And I have friends in Dubai that have business ideas, but they're doing other majors. And obviously, like, since I'm so close with them, like, I want to be like lifetime friends with them. So it'd be good to like work with them, some stuff like that. Plus, I actually really enjoy management. Anyways, so I come to university, and it's like a 5-minute drive from my house, right? It's it's different. University in Dubai compared to here, it's so different.
In terms of what?
It's just overall 90% of the university is actually locals, like Emiratis. Yeah. So.
And you get to live with people who are really rich.
Yeah, that's how I met my friends. So, like, the way I met them was pretty funny too. I met them through gym and cars.
That's what. Yeah, that's where most people met actually.
Yeah. So I have a couple of good friends from Dubai. Yeah, but these guys are on another level of rich. Like, I have a friend. He owns a 911 Turbo, and
he's 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have another friend who owns like a couple Mercedes, some Subarus.
Couple Mercedes and Subarus.
You know, a Subaru Impreza hatchback STI. If you know what I'm saying, then you know that car is pretty rare, the uncommon car.
And it's expensive.
He used to have a Subaru. We were driving on the highway to go to, I believe, a car meet.
What is that?
Car meet. Like, we drove 1 hour to a different city just so we could see a bunch of cars.
Oh, okay. Do we have that in Canada?
Yeah, but they're all like pretty generic. You see, they're like cheap builds or like Lamborghinis. There's like no in between.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were driving there and the car blew up.
What?
I don't know. It's a Subaru. Subarus are like known for that. Anyways,
blow up.
So I mean, I don't really like to like say my friends are rich. You know, they're humble about it. You know.
Of course, Emiratis.
Yeah, Emiratis. You know, but these guys are like good, genuine people. They're funny. They're good to be around. Amazing people. So I miss them a lot. You know, miss my friends back in Dubai.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of them were like surprised. Oh, you're going to university in Canada. You go to Canada. What about me? So, but yeah, Dubai is an amazing place, and I'm really glad that I matured in Dubai, because in Dubai you can say like conservative, you know.
Do you want to get like you gonna go back after graduating?
Oh yeah, it's a very conservative country, so the way you mature is on another level. If you don't meet these like standards of maturity, like you're gonna be seen as like
weirdo.
It's not, you know.
Yeah, I've been there, bro. It's really great place.
Yeah. So like that's like kind of like the reason that I started, like you can say, getting into like better mentality. Like I started like studying more. I started working out. I started taking my life seriously, you know. So like when I went to university, I decided like, you know what, I'm gonna start working out. Like,
so you started working out at the university, actually.
September 2022. Start working out. You know what's crazy too? A 1 minute walk from my house in Dubai, there was this like compound clubhouse. They have a gym. They have 8-ball pool, table tennis, swimming pool. Right?
Okay.
And they had a gym, right? It was free for me, and I never went when I was growing up.
Wait,
I barely went. I just didn't. My father would even tell me to go. You know, my father wants me to go because like he used to do MMA and he really likes UFC a lot.
Wow.
So he's a strong guy.
Well built.
Well built, exactly. So he would always encourage me to go. I'm like, no.
Not today.
Not today. I'll go tomorrow. But yeah, I started going to the gym, and I fell in love with it. But at first, it wasn't like that. So a lot of people think like it's hard to get consistent in the gym. This is true. It even happened to me, you know. So my good friend Salim, he's one of the two good friends that I mentioned earlier. He lives super close to me. I told him like, yo, we should start working out. Okay. So, we go to the gym like maybe 2 days or whatever. On the third day, I'm like in my room. I'm like, bro, I'm tired. I don't want to go. This guy waits at my front door for 20 minutes. And he would continue to do this each day for the next month.
Wow.
And if he didn't do that, I promise you I would never go to the gym.
Wow.
Because he boosted like my consistency, got me
discipline.
going. Exactly. Like he kickstarted that for me.
I kind of want that friend, bro.
Like, I got lucky. If it wasn't for him,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
wouldn't have. The crazy part is too is that he's a med student and he's encouraging me to work out. Right?
Yeah.
So it's just so crazy. It's like med student, he has no time, but he's still working out with me.
Yeah.
That's how like valued I feel
Mhm.
around my friends.
Mhm.
But yeah, I started working out, over a year ago, and it's been going pretty good. I've been getting pretty strong, looking pretty good. I also started.
You got the great buddy too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram.com/Ali Ziad Musa.
Yeah. You just watch for his highlights, and you will get to see the the those muscles of the gorilla monster.
Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, I also became a lifeguard too.
Lifeguard.
Yeah, I plan on working at Pan Am later on, so that's good. And I mean, fitness is just something I enjoy. Something that you put like 1 hour and a half or 2 hours aside for the day, and it improves your health.
Mm-hmm.
Something crazy? I stopped getting headaches after I started working out, because when I work out, I started taking my diet more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not diet as in I would just eat like greens all day and protein and blah. No, I just started eating a little bit healthier, and I started drinking more water. After I started drinking more water, I stopped getting headaches. I swear to God, I have never gotten a headache unless it was for a very like specific reason, like a lot of stress, or I hit my head or something.
Yeah.
But ever since I started drinking like 3-4 liters of water a day, no more headaches.
Wow.
Like, this is what I mean. It's just quality of life changes, and I notice I'm like smarter. My brain function is faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can think of things that I wasn't able to think of before, like on the spot. Man, I'm telling you, water is a life hack. Start drinking more water.
Yeah, that's a great life out there. I have to try that one too. I'm not drinking too much water because in our country we drink tea. We drink tea too much. We don't drink water. Instead of water, we drink tea. That's it. That's what we do. Like before and after the food, before going to bed, every time.
Yeah.
So I gotta change that. I gotta flip that to water.
So yeah, I've been bodybuilding and I'm really happy with it. It's something I'm passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you can work on to improve every single day. It's a very like I want to say small thing to do, but it doesn't take that much time. Maybe the learning curve is big because when people get into fitness, they're like, what do I eat? What do I do at the gym? How do I deal with people looking at me? How do I talk with someone? Blah blah blah. All this, all that. It's hard. My first month, I was like looking at my phone for the whole time in the gym, trying to figure out what exercise to do, figure out what these terms mean, all this stuff. But once you get over that,
Yeah,
you're good.
it feels good.
It does feel good. But yeah, I mean, bodybuilding is good for me. We talked about earlier how I met some of my friends in Dubai through gym and cars.
Cars.
You can talk about cars.
Yeah. Talk more about cars. I'm interested because I love cars too.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. So, like I said, my uncle, he owns a car lot. And like ever since I was young, I would go with my cousin often. And obviously my uncle would be there, right? And I would like be with him the whole day. Maybe my mom is busy with something. Because like I said before, my mom didn't live with my dad because my dad was working overseas.
Oh, okay.
Right? It was just my mom and I and sister in London, right? So I would often maybe go with family members if my mom was busy. So I would spend a lot of time around these cars. Maybe my uncle would be like, hey, I need to back this car up into here, I'm like fucking 15, 14 years old. Backing up the car in the car lot. So that's like when I like really started liking cars. Like I actually like really liked like the Mustang back then. I still do.
Mustang?
What's
your dream car?
I don't have a dream car, man.
What do you mean?
Dream cars.
Cars, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one. What car you want to get yourself like after graduation, or maybe like this year, probably? What would you get if you have money?
I would get a BMW E90 335i.
I don't know that model, bro.
Basically, the 335i is like the best BMW you can get. That's not an M package. You know the M package?
Yeah, I know M package.
It's like the best BMW you can get. It's fast. It's stylish.
You know what I like?
Cheap.
M3 CS.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that one?
That's a new one.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
That's a nice car.
The motor and everything, like the look, it looks beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, there's a taste for everyone.
Yeah.
For example, I wouldn't buy that car.
Why?
Because it's a CS model. CS model comes in all-wheel drive.
What do you
I
mean?
wouldn't buy an all-wheel drive BMW. I buy a
All-wheel.
rear-wheel drive BMW.
So you want to drift?
Exactly.
Okay.
BMW, you know, like
Yeah.
break my wallet. Let me drift. Let me do what I want.
Yeah.
It's breaking my wallet. Anyways,
Talk about more rallies, like car rallies in Dubai. Like this culture, I love that culture. Like where people get to show off their car somehow. You know?
so when I started doing like university in Dubai, you know, I got more friends with people that are, you know, have money. I see their cars and stuff. I'm like, damn, these guys have nice cars. Let me give you an example of how it is to live in Dubai. So, Rolls Royce, man, you'll see it every other car.
Oh.
And there's a very few amount of times that I've gone out, and this hasn't happened to me. In Dubai, when you go out, there's going to be a 99% chance you're going to see at least one G-Wagon.
Ooh. Okay.
There's very few times that I didn't see one. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, like, you know, my friends were into cars, and I kind of started learning about cars. I'm like, wow, this is a really nice thing to, like, learn about and talk about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, you know, I get older and I get, like, some money on me. I don't want to have to buy, like, a car that I don't know anything about. You know, a car is, well, to my dad, it's like, get you point A to point B, but to me, it's a lot more, you know? To certain people, it's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a, like, safe place, safe space.
Mhm.
Like, you can just, you know, forget about everything and just drive.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you like the way the engine sounds. Maybe you like the way the interior is built. Maybe you like how it drives at night or how it feels when you're going fast or
Mm-hmm.
cruising, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like an escape. It's kind of like video games, you can say,
Yeah.
right? I actually bought a steering wheel, a manual shifter, and pedals for my PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a week ago.
They have it right now?
Yeah, it's in my dorm.
Ooh, wait, you have in your dorm? Like the steering wheel, everything?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Bro, pull up sometime. I give you a dorm tour.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, it's cars. It's just I really like cars.
Mm-hmm.
So, I actually I really like cars. I started making content on cars. I have a TikTok page and I have Instagram highlights. So around a year ago, I started taking videos of cars, and over the years, I've gotten better and better and better. And if you check my Instagram, you'll see on my highlights page,
Yeah.
I have around maybe like, I don't know, 40, 50 videos of cars. I made these videos.
Yeah, I've seen those videos. They're pretty crazy, man. Like first, let me tell you one thing. So you followed me on Instagram and I followed you back, and then I saw your highlights. I'm like, damn, this guy gotta be like really rich. Cause like, you know, we have a certain type of stereotype, like when the person goes to like car rallies, you know, some kind of stuff. So you've taken a picture of like a couple of 911s, you know, and other cars. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, this is real. Like Dubai life is real. I'm like, yeah, I want to live there too.
Yeah, I mean, I just do it because like
You love cars.
I love cars, and I don't know, it's just not only that, but it helps me like in other skills as well. Let's say I want to get into like real videography as a hobby, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it with more than just cars, since I already have like that skill,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But like I like creating content on cars, and I like showing off to people, and you know, people like the content. I'm always getting likes on my story replies like, oh, this looks so nice, so far.
Yeah.
Like, send me this video, you know.
Let's talk about the last video that you posted. It was actually yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a great car. What was the model of the car?
It is a GT53 AMG.
Yo, this is a really great car. And tell me about the story. How did you film it? Like, how did you get to know those people? Like,
I mean, I get to know people that own cars, just like how I get to know a normal person. I go up to him and I speak to him. You know, there's 8 billion people on this planet. You're not going to get to meet everyone. And if you close yourself off, you're losing opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, what if I didn't speak to this certain guy at this certain time? What if I just chose to just be an introvert? You know, then that's -1 friend for the rest of my life, potentially. You know, I just did it. You know, what's going to happen? They're going to say no. That's it. You know, worst they can say is no. You know, this is not high school. They're not going to post you on their Snapchat story and screenshot. No, basically, I was with my good friend Diane, and we were coming back from, I think, some building on campus, right? And I see him in his car, right? And he's in his car in his driver's seat chilling. And I go up to him. I'm like, bro. But I want you to put yourself in the shoes of the guy that owns the AMG. Just for a second, guys. Okay, this is pretty funny. I go up to him. I'm like, yo, bro. You have such a nice car, bro. Look, I made this video of your car a month ago. And then I just showed him a video that I made of his car from a month ago. He was so, like, mind blown. Right? Like, Diane and I left to make sure that, like, we wouldn't waste his time. And he texted me, because I got his Instagram, right? And he texted me on Instagram. He's like, bro, why you guys leave so fast? I was going to take you for a ride. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't mean to bother you guys. Bother you. So, you know, we went back down. We talked with him for a while. Made some more videos. But yeah, no, he's a great guy. Funny guy. I like him.
Wow.
But yeah, honestly, like, if you're, like, seeing people for, like, yeah, you know, like, their money or, like, their lifestyle, I don't think that's a good thing. So if you, like, look at my Instagram, I only post 2 things. I post cars and, like, sometimes I'll post, like, a gym pic, you know, like a nice aesthetic gym pic. I don't post a lot. Like,
why don't you post a lot?
I like to keep my life private, because if a person wants to talk to me, I want them to talk to me for, like, on the inside, for me on the inside. I don't want them to talk to me for this persona that I put up on social media. In fact, I actually never used social media before. When I was in Dubai, I only downloaded Instagram at the start of my first year in uni in Dubai. Because other people use Instagram. I didn't like using Instagram. I downloaded it when I was super young, and I had some friends on it, but I was looking at, like, I don't know, like, memes or whatever when I was young. I didn't use it. I don't like social media, bro.
That's kind of interesting, bro, because
in fact,
my lifestyle...
I'm sorry to cut you off for a second, but, like, even on Instagram, I unfollowed all, like, verified accounts or, like, celebrities and all this stuff. I just follow people that I actually know. You know, I have quite a few followers and following right now, but I'm still trying to get that down day by day, like, literally. Anyways, what you were saying?
It's kind of interesting. Like, our lifestyle is a bit different. Like, I like your reasoning. Like, you kind of want to leave a private lifestyle, but yeah. But why?
Because I won't have any fake friends. If I keep my life private and don't flaunt it online and flex it and everything, the people that I become close with, these people will be genuine people that I actually want to be my friend. You know, not just be my friend just for, like, the clout, or, like, be my friend for, you know, whatever, or just be my friend because they're forced to. I just, like, if it's right, then you let it happen. You know, and that's why, you know.
Okay. So basically, like, God damn it. Somebody's disturbing us, bro. Can you just, lock the door? Yeah. No. Yeah. Sorry. We're not editing this part. Like, it's natural. Yeah. So basically, we're talking about Instagram, right? So I kind of look at Instagram as a way to kind of inspire people, or maybe, like, to give some helpful information. For example, in my country, like, there are so many people who are interested to actually studying at UofT, or maybe, like, to go abroad and study there, you know, and they don't know how to do it. Like, they actually don't know. They have no idea. So basically what I do is, like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, move. Before, I was, like, filming my lifestyle, you know, filming a couple of videos about me. But right now I'm more focused on, like, you know, informational stuff. Like, I want to post more about like, useful stuff, or maybe university or life in Canada, so that people can see it and actually try, or maybe like get inspired from that, right? So that's how I use Instagram. Yeah, I like the way they use it, bro. I mean, it's kind of a different way, but still, I like it too.
No, it's different in a good way. I like what you post because you inspire a lot of people. But like the way I use Instagram, like I said, like I keep it like private. But you inspire people,
And somehow I'm trying to, bro.
That's like a good thing.
Yeah.
So you can say maybe the content I posted like a little bit inspiring, or maybe like my
your gym pics, man, that inspired me a lot, bro. I've seen your photos. I'm like, bro, how, like 19-year-old, just like me, like how you got this body? I'm like, yeah. If I constantly work out, I can get that body too.
I mean, a lot of people like in my past, they always ask me like the same questions, like, how long did it take you? What do you eat? What do you do?
Do you drink any protein? Sorry for disturbing. Like, do you drink something like maybe protein shakes?
Steroids? No. No. This summer I just started doing like protein, pre-workout, creatine. But for the first 10 months, all natural. No, nothing, just food.
But do you like natural, or which one do you like?
Well, like supplements just give you this extra boost, Let's say you're an athlete. Would you rather have water or something with electrolytes after your, training session?
Yeah.
Same thing. Water will be sufficient, but it's not going to be better than Gatorade.
What would you recommend for people? Healthy diet, or maybe like supplements? Which one? Healthy diet is like you just eat and bulk. That's it.
Yeah.
So you just don't have to drink that protein shake or just, creatine.
So supplements are just convenient, okay? And if you're a UofT student, yes, use supplements. And nobody got time for all that food. Like, because, not everyone has the time to be eating all the time. So those 2 scoops of protein can save you a whole meal and a half, or 2 meals even, depending on how much you eat per meal, And, pre-workout is essentially just caffeine with amino acids and other compounds. They just give you that boost you need for the gym. Maybe you had a long day. And, I don't take too many pills. I'll take like multivitamin, fish oil.
Fish oil.
Zinc,
that's the great thing.
Magnesium, some stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't go too crazy into it. I don't spend, like, people think you have to spend a lot of money for the gym. You don't. All you need, I'm telling you, if you're a UTSC student, bro, you have Pan Am Center. All you need to do is just go there, train, and then the money you need for the gym is, I don't know, maybe gym clothes, but you can kind of wear anything to the gym.
Anything.
As long as it's not like jeans. I actually always wear like the same fit for the day.
Me too.
And, have your water bottle. People think like, oh, you have to bring belt, you have to bring straps, you have to bring this, that, it's the gym. Bro, I swear to God, all I bring is my water bottle.
Bro, not even a water bottle. I don't bring my water bottle. There are some, water fountains that you can drink from. Like, I mean, if you are like comfortable drinking from that.
I'm a heavy water drinker. I drink like, I think 2 liters every session. Yeah.
2 liters every session?
No, but water
How's
is
that
so
even
good for
possible?
You gotta drink water, bro.
Bro, 2 liters, man.
Water is so good for you. So good, bro. It's like literally like essential. Like, I'm telling you guys, if you're having trouble like, focusing or sleeping, a headache, whatever, bro, water is a solution.
Damn, I have to try that one too, man.
I mean, it's hard to get into it. I remember when I was first starting like creatine, because when you're on creatine, you need to be drinking like at least like 3 liters of water a day, so your muscles can get like saturated or stuff. Dude, I was in the bathroom like 15 times a day for the first couple of weeks. But bro, after I got over that initial point, my body got used to it, and I can drink however much water I want, and I'll be normal.
So, how much water should I drink?
Okay, if you're a man, you should be drinking at least 3 to 4 liters. If you're a woman, try to aim for at least 2 liters. It's hard for some women. Like, a lot of women that I know, they don't even drink any water.
They don't drink water. They just drink coffee?
Yeah, just coffee.
Oh my
God. Starbucks.
Star schmucks. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Let's talk more about your father's background. Like, which university? I heard that you said your father got accepted to Harvard.
Oh yeah, that happened.
And that won't happen.
He
Did he
couldn't,
go to school?
he couldn't go.
He couldn't go.
He was broke.
Why?
He had
But
to,
money.
yeah, it was about money.
Oh my God. That's an issue, bro.
So my father, born and raised in Lebanon. At this time, there was a war. His village and neighboring villages getting taken over by
Wow. That's a crazy story. Okay.
by Israeli soldiers,
Mhm.
Israeli army, taking over. You know, the houses. The houses my grandfather built by hand, planting like mines around the village. You know, shooting at people. My father was shot at many times.
Yo, really?
Many times.
Oh my God.
Sometimes for fun. Sometimes it's just
For fun.
yeah. Sometimes for fun, but like a main reason was because he would go out at night to maybe harvest or go get water from the river, or go out or walk his cattle, whatever. It was dark at night. The soldiers saw something moving, shot at him.
Sure.
He was never hit though.
God. Okay.
Thankfully, never hit. Yeah, but not so lucky with some relatives, blowing up or shot.
Blown up.
Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, you're acting shocked like right now, but like this is happening also now.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of
25,000. Crazy.
It's crazy. I know.
So that's what was happening back then. My father was raised with, I believe, 8 other siblings. No money. And his father had enough money for a plane ticket. And he was like, I want you to have a better life. Actually, that's not even what happened. What he said was, I want you to go. Like, if he said, like, I want you to have a better life, something, maybe my dad would feel guilty for leaving his family, blah, blah, blah. So he told him, go visit Canada. Go visit, It's a round ticket. What's it called? Two-way ticket, whatever it's called. Right? He's like, go visit Canada. Okay. So he goes with his cousin to go to Canada. Mind you, he's 14 years old and doesn't know any English.
14 years old.
No English.
Yo.
Goes to Canada.
Oh, his own, like, oh my God, was he the oldest son?
No. Actually, this is crazy. The oldest is like 20 years older.
20 years?
Somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's
funny.
the youngest.
Every single time he would go out with his brother, his name is Bishr. People would think he's his father.
20
his
years,
brother,
like.
Anyways,
Okay.
he went to Canada and never came back. Yeah, that was his father's plan. That was his plan. It was for him to go to Canada and not come back. So he did high school in, I believe, Calgary.
He did his own high school. He went to high school and he did like this on his own?
On his own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Nobody gave him money. Nobody helped him.
Oh my God, no money, nothing else. Just the ticket. No coming back.
Learned English there. Finished high school. He was crazy. His grades, he would tell me how he studies all day, every day. That's all he would do. And like we talked about earlier, he got accepted into Harvard University. But he couldn't go because he would have had to bring his own money. And back then, nobody would support him financially. Like, I want you to think about the position that you're in right now. Everyone to who's listening. You're most likely a university student, and most of you are most likely at UofT. Think about the people the connections you've made, the speakers that come to your university, all this, My father had none of that. He had war. That's what he had. No one would help him. No one had money. Couldn't go to Harvard. Ended up going to Texas A&M, which is still insane.
Getting accepted to Harvard and not going to Harvard.
Have you guys ever heard of that? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Getting accepted into Harvard and denying the offer.
It hits harder, man. Like, but still, he managed to get into Texas A&M.
Texas A&M was crazy. So He did, I believe, 11 years of schooling, 4 years undergrad, 4 years master's, 3 years postdoc.
Mm-hmm.
No, not 4 years master, 4 years PhD.
Oh,
He skipped his master's.
Wait, how is that impossible? Like,
I'm
can
not,
you do it?
I'm not actually entirely sure, but he did.
He skipped masters?
He only did 11 years of schooling, and he has his full PhD in chemistry, organic chemistry.
Wow.
He specializes in the element that's all around us. It's like called the element of life, I believe. Can you guess the element? Carbon.
Carbon.
Yeah, carbon.
So he specializes in carbon?
Yeah. He's not only a professor, but he's like researcher too.
Mm-hmm.
Published, I believe, 117 papers to this day.
170 papers.
17, yeah.
17. Ooh.
And
wow.
He's worked with many people in the past. He's worked with this guy who patented the strongest glue in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And some other people too, but not gonna lie, I don't know too many of his friends.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
He used to work at a university in Saudi Arabia, but now he's in Dubai.
Is he still working?
Yeah, he's working at a university called United Arab Emirates University.
This is a top university in Dubai?
I wouldn't call it top, but
still,
it's literally called United Arab Emirates University. it's like going to like America University or Canada University.
Yeah,
that's just what it's called.
Yeah. Okay, so, what does your father drive?
Oh, you're gonna like this. A Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi.
Okay, so you might think like since he's like a big baller, he's a big spender. That's wrong. Remember, I like mentioned earlier, like he wouldn't ever give me money, not because he wants to spend it for himself, because he's cheap. He likes to save. I also mentioned earlier cars for point A to point B. He loves to save money wherever he can. He drives whatever comes. He buys like the low quality brand or whatever. And he just loves to save money. He's like Mr. Krabs, So that's just how he is. Like, even to this day, his diet is, I'm not even joking, every single breakfast, cucumber, tomato, cream cheese, and potato. Yeah.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. With tea.
Oh.
When he was younger, in college, he didn't have money. He had to take the bus. He had to buy a bag of potatoes. He would always eat bags of potatoes.
Wow.
In fact, he told me like he's feeling like his nerves are sensitive, or he's always feeling pain in his feet or something. He went to the doctor. It turns out that he's been on vegetarian diet.
What is that?
A vegetarian diet for so many years. So he was getting like nerve damage or something like that. He wasn't getting adequate like protein or meat, or I can't really remember. Vitamins, yeah. Wasn't getting adequate vitamins. I remember I used to always order food, like because there are places called cafeterias in Dubai. Man, you pay like dirt cheap for like the best food. Maybe not the best food, but such good food. Better than fast food, that's for sure. And I would always ask him, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want a bite? Do you want some of this? He's like, no. So, I mean, he loves to save money. I mean, I can understand why. He had no money when he was young. Now he's a millionaire.
Yeah. He probably got millions, but still he's saving.
He loves to save.
Wow. It's interesting because, when this kind of hardships, like people experience this kind of hardships, especially as you said in the war, and you got shot, right? I mean, it's different, bro. Like when you were scared of death, actually, like imagine somebody's shooting at you and you're scared.
Yeah.
You want to leave, bro.
I mean,
you just want to leave.
That's what's happening. It's quite unfortunate, but
it's crazy when you start thinking about this, bro. It's kind of crazy.
It is really crazy.
Yeah. Other than that, what do you want to talk about? Anything else left? Anything interesting?
Let's have a quick little thought.
What are your plans for the future?
Oh, future plans.
What do you want to do? Business?
Yeah.
Okay. In what sphere? You have any idea or?
This is like a little feature about me. I don't think too much about the future.
Wow.
Here's the
bro,
thing.
sorry for cutting you.
Yeah.
I love this, bro. I want to apply this to my life, but I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to not to think about future, bro. It's kind of depressing when you start thinking about past and future. You know, you're a Muslim and you know that one, right? So the future is already written and the past has passed. That's it. You can't change it. So you just have to leave with today, and you just have to, you know, act like you're living only today. So it's kind of weird, man. I gotta get used to it, to this type of lifestyle.
Yeah, no, definitely. A lot of people actually ask me like similar questions to this topic. They're like, how are you always so happy? How are you always like so motivated? How are you like, you know, able to stay disciplined for so long? Stuff like this, you know? And what I say to them is the same thing. I'm like, listen, the past has already happened, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this, you can apply this to school too. Like, past is, you know, you make mistakes, but the whole point of it is you learn.
Mm-hmm.
So you learn these mistakes, you apply them to the present, and the future comes from your present. If you're worried too much about your future, you're not going to change anything in the present. It's not going to affect your future. You need to worry about what you're doing right now and enjoy what you're doing right now. Do not worry about the future. Just worry about doing the best you can now so the future can be the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And people ask me before too, like, how do you not get like depressed, you know? Stuff like that. Because like maybe I'm a UofT student, you know, I've been going to the gym for so long. Like I deal with like body dysmorphia. How do you deal with like, you know, like certain topics and stuff like this. And this goes back to my father. Bro, how can you get depressed? You live in if you're listening to this podcast right now, you have an iPhone, you have a laptop, something. You're living in a first world country. My father, you know, he went through hell and back. Not even an exaggeration. Like, I want you to put yourself in his shoes and how much work you had to do. Bro, I know this guy. He's in my class. His name is Muhammad. To get into UofT, he had to win a case competition in Indonesia. And it was out of 1,500 students, right?
Okay.
If he didn't win that case competition, he wouldn't have gone to this university, you know? And like, just imagining that is insane. Like, imagine going through that. That's what you have to do to get into UofT, you know? But like, if you compare this to what my father did, this is nothing.
Yeah, bro.
This is nothing. This
bro,
is
risking
zero.
your life when you're bro, I can't even imagine when I'm 14, bro. I was like kicking balls, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do anything at my 14.
Just
like
playing football.
I was chilling, man. I did nothing, literally. So imagine you're 14 and you're going alone to another country and you're not coming back. You're just, you know, doing your schooling alone.
Bro, he
You're
doesn't even know the language when he went there.
Bro, this
Didn't know
is
English.
what it makes it
He
harder.
learned English there. Yeah.
Bro, this is what I want, man. Like, men actually have to experience this kind of hardship, I guess, because this is the reason why you're living alone right now. This is the reason why your parents actually, your father actually made you go, I think, to the university alone and to study there.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of people like, how can you be depressed when you're so blessed? Obviously, people can have their down, you know, but you have to get back up. You have to realize that you're lucky. You're lucky compared to so many other people. You know, you are lucky. There's no conversation that can undermine my points. You are lucky. You should take advantage of what you have. Compare yourself to literally millions. Okay, I was watching this one, I think, Instagram reel or YouTube video or something. This guy was somewhere in Africa driving, and he was handing out, I believe, like packets of food or something out of his passenger window. And there were like people that were running up to the car, grabbing as many as they can, and like running as fast as they can. Like I saw the same guy like running like as fast as he can to grab some food, stuff like this.
Just to survive.
Bro, I have Gatorade right in front of me. I'm not even drinking it, you know? You really got to think about like how blessed you are. You know, you really got to think about that and just how lucky you are, man.
And I like the way that your mentality works, man. You're not thinking about future and the past. And that's where everything works. Because, bro, honestly, to be honest, like before coming here, I was constantly thinking about my past and future, and that's when I get depressed. That's when I get my when I realized that, like, it was one night when I sat down and actually like analyzed everything, like what is happening in my life, why am I getting depressed, why am I getting distressed, from where, and when I saw my daily life, like I was constantly thinking about future, what I'm gonna do with this course, what if I fail this course, like pass it, bro, like what do you mean, like if you fail, you fail. That's it. Like nothing changed, right?
Don't procrastinate.
Yeah. Don't procrastinate. Just study hard today, and that's it. I was constantly thinking about future, and I was so depressed, man. I promise. I was so depressed, and I started this lifestyle quite a bit early, like a month. It's been a month, and I started like to not actually giving a damn about like future and anything about past, and just started living with today.
Yeah, no. Like
It gets better. It gets easier. It's kind of like, I don't know. It feels, when you talk about this, it feels like you're lazy. And when somebody is asking, like, what do you want to be in the future coming 5 years, and what do you want to be in the future? To be honest, as a Muslim, I don't know. Allah knows, man. Allah has written everything.
Yeah.
Even if I want to, like, I can't do that. Like, even if somebody wants to, they can't help me out. Like, if Allah hasn't written to me, right? So that's why I started, like, why should I, like, plan out everything? What if it doesn't go, like, that
As
way?
planned, yeah.
Yeah, as planned. And, like, 95 or 97% of the time, like, I saw my plans for 2023 and 2022. 97% of the time, they were not, like, exactly as they were planned. So they're not going as planned. So...
Yeah. No, I fully agree with that. Like, I want you to think about this for a second. This is actually so stupid. Okay, let's say your friend comes up to you. Hey, what do you want to do in the future? I want to do XYZ. Okay, and let's say the next day there's like this event at UTSC or whatever. Oh, exploring opportunity for this. I don't know, for like economics or finance or whatever. You go, you listen to like 10 people and their experiences in their lives, and then you really like one of them. Like, oh, shoot, now I have to change what I like. Now I have to tell my friend what I'm going to do in the future. You don't know. You have to go through life and figure out what you want to do based off your experience, what you hear from others.
Yeah.
You can't just... Bro, when I was young, I was like, I'm going to be a race car driver when I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm not a race car. I'm at UofT, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a race car driver.
I mean, you're not supposed to know that.
Yeah.
Like, how you're supposed to know that? Like, you're only 18. You're only
Like,
17. Like,
you should have like a general plan.
yeah, probably. Like,
Not like solidified or something.
yeah, for example, me, like, I don't want to do biomed or anything. I just want my career in business and, in this field. So that's what I know. And I don't know. I have to figure out what happens in the future. But I have certain type of goals and dreams. Dreams and goals are different than plans. Plan is like actually plan. You have to follow it. But goals are different. Like, when you have a goal, you want to get a car, right? So you have to actually work. Like, whatever. You do whatever. You don't plan. Like, I do this and then this. No. You just work and get the money and you pay for the car. That's it.
Yeah, I also like talking about like doing stuff in the moment and like not really like planning too much, just working in the moments to make your future better. Like, you need to be like a master of your own mind. You need to be able to control your brain, control yourself. Let's say like, I don't know, you're like on TikTok for like half an hour or something. Bro, you're not gonna remember the video you watched 2 minutes ago. You need to like have control over your brain.
One phrase is actually funny to hear that. I was watching the reels, and then in the comment section, the one guy said, I scrolled through the whole social media and then I went to the down. Like, when you scroll social media, you don't get to the end. So he wrote like, I went to the end and there's nothing. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's actually funny. And you don't get to end. This is the point. Like, people are trying to actually distract you.
Yeah, it's not good. What I do, I have two forms of scrolling social media because it's like the worst time scrolling. So I have TikTok and Instagram Reels. So here's my rule for both of them. I have rules. On TikTok, no matter what the video is, doesn't matter what video it is. If it's not about a car, I'm gonna press not interested.
That's
Therefore, if I'm on TikTok, I'm on it for 2 reasons. I'm gonna make a video, produce content, or look at some cars to inspire me. That's it. I swear to God. Every single video, I press not interested. On Instagram Reels, I'll usually do it if I'm like commuting or something, or maybe if I'm a little bit bored, and I'll look for a video to post on my close friend's story. That's it. I don't get lost, because here's the thing: when you're scrolling, let's say on TikTok, you get a video from like this topic with this many people and this blah, 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 all this, and your brain will get like lost, you know. So if I keep it about cars, you know, it's like, for example, I'm looking through like one app, you know, that's about one topic. Like, it keeps it simple. Like, my brain's like not, you know, losing itself. That's what I do.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
It's better to obviously just delete it, but you know, that's a commitment.
Yeah, it's a commitment. And in today's world, you can't just simply delete everything.
Yeah,
like,
you can't. You really can't. I wish I could. I swear to God, if I could only use like WhatsApp or Snapchat or even iMessage for the rest of my life, I would definitely do that. But that's saying that everyone else uses it too. Everyone's on Instagram, man. Content.
Me too. Personally, like, I use Instagram a lot. I'm using it like it's actually bad habit. It became a bad habit. Sometimes I can't control myself. Like, whenever I'm eating, I'm opening my Instagram. Somebody texted me. I'm replying. You know, I'm watching reels. This is actually bad. And I've seen a movie called Social Dilemma. Do you know that movie?
I do not.
It's a great movie. Right now, after this podcast, go and watch that movie, bro. I promise you will not regret it. You will not regret it. And you start like actually getting hold of what people are actually doing with your mind. Like, people up there, like on Instagram, the directors of Instagram, like Facebook, they are actually controlling. They're building a model of you on social media that triggers your emotions, like that stimulates your emotions.
Yeah. I just put it in my notes. I'll be sure to watch that.
Yeah, bro. I'll send the link if you want. So it's kind of great movie. So do you have anything else? We're almost wrapping up the podcast because it's almost an hour.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else. I was gonna say
your last words for our audience. Maybe like your life lessons, or maybe like, you know, anything helpful.
Yeah, I mean, just honestly, the best piece of advice I can give anyone listening right now: do something to improve yourself every day. That's the most simple thing you can do. I swear to God, a lot of people like put too much on their plate and it doesn't work out for them. Let me give you a little idea of what I'm talking about. Let's say you're eating food, okay? And the average person, let's say they eat like 1 plate per day or whatever, or 3 plates per day. I don't know. Okay? And then they do it again the next day, the next day, the next day. If you slowly increase the amount of food you're eating, maybe a little tiny side, you know? Little tiny as hell, small side, you'll be able to eat it all and keep going, you know, and eventually be able to work your way up or something, right? But if you're putting a whole new plate right in front of you, unless you're doing this for like 5 days, you're gonna give up. So like when people talk about consistency, the like top reason they give up, one of the top reasons is because they're doing too much and they get this like mental burnout. You get like a burnout. You need to take things little by little. Like I said, I spent a whole month learning how to work out before I actually started working out properly. You know, like, good things take time. So when you actually listen to this podcast, you know, really think about what's one small thing I could do to change. What small thing? I swear to God, you can even do it for a week. It doesn't matter. Make it so small. Like, drink like extra water bottle per day, or like, you know, maybe put yourself out there, meet a new friend. Just one thing. I kid you not, one thing. 1 is better than 0. 1 is infinitely better than 0. And that's a literal meaning. It's actually like real. 1 is infinitely better than 0. Just do one thing. I promise you, you will thank your past self. That's the number one piece of advice I can give.
For sure. Yeah. That case, we're finishing up the podcast for today. And thank you for coming, brother. Thank you for sharing valuable information and a little bit about your life story. So it was great to have you today. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.